hanging out with the fam today. Got a nice little Monday plan. Maybe go to Home Depot, get some flooring, look at some wallpaper. I don't know, maybe go to Bed Bath & Beyond. I don't know there's going to be enough time for that.
What?
We didn't plan any of those things.
It's a movie quote.
Oh.
How are we married? We're getting some Denny's for breakfast. And then I've got a big surprise. We're going on a hiking adventure.
To the nail salon? I don't hike.
It's not
And I have earrings in?
That's hiking attire.
No, I don't think so. And I have flip-flops.
I brought closed-toe shoes. You're good. Aren't you excited?
I'm excited.
Abby, are you excited to go on a hike?
Yes.
So, a fun fact, Denny's is an interesting place to take a child with low-functioning autism that is very sensory-oriented. With Abigail's noises and her clapping and all that, we get a lot of stares. So, Denny's, not super autism-friendly. You nervous? I'm coming. Come on, let's go. So we got about 4 minutes into our hike, and where are we going, Abby? Potty. Yep, we have to go potty. So, what are we talking about?
I don't know.
Basically, taking Abby out in public, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty much what it boils down to, is taking her out on outings and into public and stuff like that. I think it sounds kind of absurd. At first, you're like, well, yeah, of course you take your kids out in public. A lot of times we find ourselves getting to the point where it's easier to stay at home.
Right.
Or one of us to go run an errand and the other one stay at home.
She doesn't always want to cooperate.
That's true. Well, I think toileting had a lot to do with it, too.
Right. We would have to take pull-ups and change her, and it's hard to change a 10-year-old in the bathroom in public.
She doesn't exactly fit on the changing table. But we have to actually make a conscious effort to include her in some things that we wouldn't normally include her in, and take her out for outings.
You need to go potty in the middle of the woods?
She needs to go potty again.
Again. So she also uses potty sign sometimes because she doesn't want to be somewhere.
Potty. What else? Drink. Eat pretzel. Drink. Nose. Go sit down with your brother. And I think all of us do it. I think all of us avoid, public situations. We just went to breakfast this morning, as you saw, and there was lots of staring, and it was a little more difficult than it should be with her, because then it took forever to get our food because they forgot our order, and then she started getting a little bit upset. So, we do have to make a conscious effort, and I think it's important to get your kid out into public, and not just for your kid, but for the public eye as well. We all preach about autism awareness, but it's hard for people to be aware of what they don't see.
But there's some things that are just not fun for Abigail, so we don't take her there because of that. I don't know that she likes hiking.
She loves hiking. In that same aspect, it has nothing to do with being embarrassed. Like, I don't care if people stare at us. I mean, we don't care at all.
No.
It just happens. It doesn't bother Isaiah beyond the point of that he recognizes it, that he sees it happening. As far as like her going to your football games, things like that, what are your...
Oh, I think she's my number one fan.
Right.
She's the loudest.
She is the loudest.
She's, not typical. Ooh, big surprise. Like, she has autism, so it's not that big of a deal to me. And I don't really care if people look at her. Because they've always looked at her, so it's nothing new to me.
Have you had to kind of stick up for, not for your sister? I know you haven't had any situations where your sister's being bullied or anything. But yeah, have you ever had any opportunities or any situations in which you had to stick up for autism or say, hey, don't say that, don't use that word, or
Absolutely.
whatever it may be?
All the time, because people think it's funny, you know, oh, you have autism, haha, very funny. It's really not that funny.
So it's become like a buzzword
Exactly.
in high school
Exactly.
and stuff. A lot of times, you know, we specifically choose not to bring her to your football games because we want that focus to be on you, because so much of our lives for all three of us is merited by autism and centered around autism in general, that, you know, we want to make certain activities just, you know, Isaiah specific and that kind of thing. But at the same time, you've never had an issue with us, you know, bringing her to one of your events. You've never had a problem saying, oh yeah, that's my sister making the noise, she has autism. It's never been a big deal. Any impact that you think it has, or, you know, positive or negative, as far as bringing Abigail out into public, just, you know, every day, as far as her experiences, you know, what she gets to, her being a part of our everyday?
You know, I think it helps, like, in public, when people see, you know, her acting a certain way, at least they see it. I think it's good to help people get opened up to the world. For
that awareness factor.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think it helps Abigail. Just being around other people other than just therapists and parents and teachers. You know, learning what's socially acceptable with us versus with a complete stranger. It's totally different. And also the change in environment, the change in setting, being able to transfer her what she learns in one setting to a completely different setting. You know, what she learns in the cafeteria at school to a restaurant, you know.
Give me a kiss. Thank you.
All right, put shoes on. And can you please get her? I'm like,
I'm sorry.
I can't even focus on what I'm saying, because she is eloping into the wilderness.